Hey guys! Alright, in our next video, we're going to upload the medical for the Cat D that we did in the previous video. So if you're on your dashboard, and you click My Pet, go down to Manage Medical Records, okay, sorry about that, paused it while it loaded. Okay, so Manage Medical Records, excuse me, and it comes up with everybody that's already been in there. Obviously, D does not have her records in there yet, but as always, going to check and make sure, because we don't want to duplicate anything. It just creates a headache for somebody in the future. Alright, so I confirm that D has nothing. So I go to Actions, Add Medical Records, choose a pet. So at that point, I'm going to type her name in, and D and Dixie is a pair, and I'm going to create records. Sorry about that, my son just decided that he needed a vacuum. So hopefully this works out still. Alright, so then it comes up with this. Make sure that it's the correct animal here, and then select a vet. D was done at Cedar Animal Hospital, so we're going to search for Cedar, and Cedar Animal Hospital is in there. So, and like earlier, I've already uploaded all of her stuff, so it makes it easier on that. And on this one, she got a rabies shot, and she received a snap test. So, we're going to put this as wellness and vaccine because she was already sick since she came into our program. We're going to do, sorry, train of thought there. Vaccines given, vaccine name. We're going to do the rabies shot. Another way that you can do this, and, well, let's just do this. Okay, rabies, don't worry about the manufacturer name. Don't worry about the serial code. I mean, unless you want to get really intricate and do all that, that's great, but not necessary. Under description, to kind of make it easier for you guys, under description, she had a rabies shot. She had, we're going to do her stay confirmed. And then I'm going to note that her snap test was done at SNAC. And she tested negative. This one's a little different. Normally I would attach the combo testing different or separately. But in this case, this cat, SNAC did not send that medical record that way. So it's almost like a third party kind of thing, so it's just put on there. It's actually written on the paperwork that I'm going to upload, so it's okay. Follow-up date, unless they have a follow-up date, not going to need it. Date of visit was 9/18/2018. Comments, anything, any findings from the vet, any special things that the vet found out, test results, anything like that can go there. Total cost of the visit, this was $192.50. No wait, that was the balance. This is $29.76. Reminder, don't need a reminder. So I do have, let's say she had something else that needed to be uploaded. Let's say her snap test. So we'll do save and create new. That'll save the medical record that I just made, and then it will open up to create her new one. If I were to just hit save, then it would take me back to the main screen and I would be done with it. But on this, I want to put, okay, I'm going to talk about, okay. So, now that we've uploaded her stay and all of that, we've got, I'm going to upload the things that are on her feline record, just so it's all in one spot. Okay, so we're still under Manage Medical Records. We're going to look for G, and it's going to show that record that we made earlier. Excuse my voice, just taking a minute out. Okay, so here is the one we made earlier. Now I want to enter what was on her feline record. So I go to Actions, Add Medical Record, choose Pet, and we're going to do G, obviously. Create record. Okay. So the way we're going to work this one is because a lot of the ones that we get from down south, our fosters do a lot of the medical themselves. So you can also do this with your pet, though. I highly recommend that it's in there in some form or another. The feline record is phenomenal, and if you're not using it, you need to use it, and I will include a copy of which form I'm talking about. But select vet, because everything I want to put here, the majority of it was done by a foster. We're going to put Cherokee Humane Society as a veterinarian. Basically stating one of us did it. The medical record, we're going to attach the same thing as earlier, because like I said, I bundled all of them when I scanned them. We're just going to hit wellness and vaccine, and then we're going to go down to description. Now in description, we're going to put that the first FDRCP is done 9/20/18 by Foster. The first deworm, which was Albon, was done 09/19/2018 by Foster. And then rabies was already in the first one we did, so I'm not going to add that. And then Stay was done by Snap in South Carolina. And, okay, we'll put Stay and Test done by Snap. All these either done 9/19, 9/18. As long as the date is full, because remember this is just for the feline record, so this is going to list everything that's been done, so it's all in one spot for you. If you want to do individual records, that's great. And definitely attach the medical records to it by using this right here. Make sure you always attach it. If the vet that your animal saw isn't in here, you can add, edit. Don't delete anything, but you can add and edit. Usually what you guys are going to see, we've already used those vets, so it's not really something you're going to have to worry about. I don't need a reminder, so I'm just going to hit save. There we go. Okay, so we've put these records in. Alright, there we go. Medical record successfully created. Always double check, just to make sure. You don't want to get 6 pets later and realize that something in your first pet didn't stick. Alright, so searching for these. There we go. Now we have these vaccines in there, and we have a list of these other things. So that's attached to the other one. So if we go back to Manage Pet Data, and I search D, and then if I go to Manage, and I scroll down, I can view medical records. It's going to open it up at a new screen. And there's that. And let's say D is going to a different foster. I can print records. It's not going to print the attachment, but it will print this. So the next foster has basically like a cheat sheet. Just in case for some reason the medical records get lost or whatnot. It's uploaded. It's in there. It's saved. It's the easiest thing to do when you first get them. I do recommend not letting it backpile on you. It will feel like forever trying to get out of that hole. So definitely just make it a habit of doing it as soon as you get it. That way it doesn't stock up. Because once it stocks up, it's hard to get out of that hole. Then you can print it. I don't want to print it, so I'm going to hit that. Sorry, let me film this always. Okay, so that is how to add medical. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Alright, on to make the next one.